Good day, this is AJ with ajfarzadloa.com, where if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the homepage, you can sign up for my free newsletter and you will be informed of all the events and free trainings that I do weekly. See you there. Good day, this is AJ Farzad, and this is titled Different People, Same Message. I wanted to compare Michael A. Singer's work in a book called Untethered Soul with the science and behavior of success using the law of attraction. And if you've been listening or watching my videos, you know that I get most of my information from the Abraham Hicks website and works. So one of the coolest things that I listened to recently was Michael A. Singer's 52 card deck video that was based on the book that he wrote, best-selling book, Untethered Soul. And the principle is that throughout our lives, we have become used to dealing with our inside by manipulating the outside. So, for example, we have been used to feeling good when people do what we want, when circumstances turns out the way we want, essentially when things are going well. And when people don't do what we want or circumstances change and are not to our liking, we don't feel good. And so we go about our world trying to manipulate people and circumstances in order to feel good. We're trying to manipulate the outside to achieve something inside. And that is futile, because no matter what you want or what you think will make you happy will disappoint you. And there's a lot of different analogies and examples that we can use, whether it is money, whether it is love, whether it is work. You know, at some point all of those things will disappoint you and not make you feel good, because as human beings we will always want more. And that's not a bad thing. There's no judgment in his work. What he's saying though is that you need to start learning to work from the inside on the things that are inside, like feeling good and etc. And it's something that really got my attention was when he said things like, it might be difficult to try to do something that you've never done. I think he uses the analogy of, if I ask you to lift 5,000 pounds, you're not going to be able to do it. And yet, when we are doing something, it's easy not to do it. And he uses the analogy of, like, you know, if you're lifting 10 pounds and I ask you not to do it, it's very easy for you not to do it. So he says, whatever you are facing, do not close your heart. Do not let go of the joy, the happiness, etc. And that is really profound. How does this relate to the law of attraction and the science and behavior of success, you may ask? Well, we have discussed that steps 1, 2, and 3 of the law of attraction, the desire, the getting, and then the allowing, all happen on the premise that you have to feel the way you think you would feel if you had that, right? So we're taking the power off of manipulating the outside force in order to feel good and giving it to ourselves by working on feeling good before we get what we think would make us feel good. And that is a key secret it seems too easy, right? It seems like a catch-22 that you have to feel good. And Abraham Hicks, Esther mentions that, yeah, it's too hard to feel good. You have to work really hard to feel good in order to get everything that you want. And it's funny, it seems like a joke, but that in itself is the secret. It is very simple principle, and yet it seems to be difficult because we have trained ourselves, either growing up or whatever society has taught us, or just by trial and error, right? You're with someone that makes you feel good and everything is great, so you think, oh, I need to be with someone that makes me feel good. You have a job that is profound and enjoyable, so you think, oh, I have to get a job that is profound and enjoyable. You buy things with your money, so you think that the more money I have, the happier I will be. But at some point, all of those things will disappoint you. The person that you love may say something or do something, maybe they pick their nose and it annoys you. The job that you have, maybe you have to fill out paperwork or stuff like that, and it bothers you. You have buttload of money, and then the tax season comes and you have to hire people because you have so much money you can't really deal with things that are simple to do your taxes, and it becomes an annoyance. So outside things change, and when you have put conditions of your happiness on things that need to be a certain way, you can't maintain your happiness. And that is what's the difference between persisting on being happy no matter what, or reaching for something that feels a little bit better, as Abraham Hicks pointed out, or working on the inside, as Michael A. Singer mentions, to not close. You know, at every point you have things that you can appreciate, and, you know, listening to a nice music, watching the sun warmth feel on your skin, it makes you feel good. And then if somebody cuts you off, all you need to do is just don't let go. Don't let go of that feeling. As soon as you catch yourself going, oh, you son of a so-and-so, why did you... Stop it. Don't blame. And just go back to, I was feeling the warmth of the sun on my skin. I was listening to this awesome music. And that's all it is. It's all the same thing. Many people teach the exact same thing different way, and I'm going to try to bring you these different things because maybe one thing will click for you that other things have not. That's all I got for you. To your success. Thank you for listening, and if you would like to have this type of training for your organization, please email me at aj@ajfarzadloa.com. To your success.